Hello there, welcome to my channel. I've had a good game of casino this morning and I was just about to log out for the day. Well, not for the whole day maybe, but for at least a lot of the day anyway. I've got a lot of things to do and I've won a lot of money the last 24 hours, so okay, not that much, but enough. So it's not been enough game time and enough winnings. But I got some free spins and I won like 50 pence from them. So I've jumped back into Baller.
Really hope that was a good round for you. What a lovely day for a...
I can be like a sweet voice, I can be like a sour voice, I can be like a calm voice, I can be like an angry voice.
Rawr.
Right now I am the sweet. You're definitely the country. From the country of angels. Yes, I am. So it's a Latvian name. You know, actually.
Oh, Palm. You're right, pal.
So, but yes, you're right, Felice. You're right. I am from Latvia. I'm a Latvian lady.
13 and 40.
Your height, I'm pretty
A
sure.
Latvian and Lithuania. Can you get us some rolls, doll?
Or I can just tell you. Let's try out the flavors of your voice. No, we can try. We can try. Why your session's so short?
Are we ready to start again?
I cannot tell.
What card do you play? Free spin or chance?
I'm shorter than 1 meter and 65 centimeters. I'm shorter. From which region? Wow. Riga. Riga, Riga. I have lived like in so many places in Latvia. I would say 20 or 21. Something like that. But you're so pretty that you don't look short at all. Yeah, like the first of all, I have a high heels. That's the first thing. Second of all, the cameras are like filming me more like from the bottom, so I look taller.
From the bathroom.
Probably that's why. But I'm actually pretty short.
What I'd really like from Casino Profit sometime soon, or a build-up effect of Casino Profits, would be to hit
Yes, from the cockpit.
something like 2,000.
Wow. You are Latvian as well.
That's the-
No way.
That's what I've had in mind as some sort of dream target. I know it's very hard to achieve. I know I know that you've got to be incredibly lucky and have the greatest timing in the world, and you'd be better off playing games of skill that don't have so much of a house edge, etc, etc. But that's what I would really like from a casino play. A couple of grand, like I used to be able to do. I felt able to do it before. It's weird. I just don't feel like it can even happen anymore. But the wins I do get are really useful in terms of keeping me playing, giving me a few quid to spend on things. And like I've maybe said in a previous video, I don't know what, I've made a lot of videos, let's just say, that don't make it out there, where I may have shared certain thoughts or things about me. And one of the things is that I tend to cash out bigger wins, and then I tend to re-input smaller wins. So it's like I get a lot of game time out of being a minimum bet player, but I don't often get a lot of big wins out of it. So it is what it is. I think you'd have to be betting higher stakes to be getting bigger wins. But the little casino pot uplifts I get, and the medium ones such as 50 quid cash outs and stuff, they all help build a bigger pot, don't they? So maybe I've just not been lucky this year as I was in previous years, or whatever it is, whatever it could be. But I just feel like It used to be so much easier for me to build balances. Well, I can't really explain that. But it's never really been about gambling to reach a certain financial goal. I mean, if you're going to set financial goals based on gambling, you'd be as well forgetting about them. You know what I mean? So it's like that, isn't it? What was I going to say? Yeah. So generally, if my casino pot gets large, I tend to cash out a lot of it and just spend it. To be honest, I just buy things that I wouldn't normally buy. I make sure I get the benefit of the wins that way, rather than building a large pot that you inevitably lose over longer term. So I try to cash out, as I say, the majority of big wins. I don't re-input much of them. They tend to get spent. Your £20, maybe up to your £40, they only represent, to me, a couple of more deposits again at some other time. That's all they really represent. But again, they can build up. You might do 4 or 5 £20 deposits into different casinos over a few days or whatever, and end up double your money on all of them, or more, better. You might have a bad time on a couple. You might have a bad time on all of them. It's just your Donald Duck. But all the little cash outs can add up into a significant pot as well sometimes. I've seen me playing away at games and just doing the responsible thing and knowing where I am in terms of what I've got in my pot, but not really thinking about what I've withdrawn. Just knowing what I was willing to risk in the first place and playing with that only, and then letting that run out, and then waiting for the withdrawals to come in, and then having a little surprise, you know, because you've kind of lost track of all the winnings that you've had by then. Maybe you've had £50 worth of deposits over a couple of days, maybe like a £5 here, a £10 there, a £20 here, you know, and you've won maybe sometimes a couple of £100, and that won't show in your bank account until the next day or the day after or whenever, and that's nice. It's nice sometimes just, I like sometimes just like treating my original deposit like a route to zero. I treat it like a route to zero, try to chip away wins here and there and cash them out, with the aim being to hopefully cash out enough cash by the time that your balance is zero that you've made profit on the original deposit. That's one way of doing it that I sometimes partake in. I've always wanted to try that with a larger amount, say, I don't know, £1,000, and seeing just how many wins you could get out of that £1,000 before it was down to zero. But I'd have to have £1,000 that I was willing to completely lose first and foremost, which is quite a large sum of money for a guy like me. So I'd have to be in a significantly better situation in life to be able to just lose £1,000 in one deposit like that. I could probably afford to lose it over the course of a few months or a year, even though I don't play with these high amounts usually. But that's regardless. As one deposit, it would be a risky thing to do, and quite an irresponsible thing to do, unless I had like at least £20,000 in my bank account, you know, as well as other things. I wouldn't even do that. I have a general rule. I don't really gamble with any more than about 2 to 5% of whatever expendable income I have. At the moment, for me, that's about £50 a month, which I can lose completely, and more, to be honest. But that'll just depend on if there's extra income or whatever. But the bog standard loss limit for me per month is 50, and to be honest, I barely ever go over that. I think with this month's foray into casino life, I've made quite a few deposits, to be fair, I've made quite a few deposits. I've done since the 14th, probably 3 80 deposits, 5 PokerStars ones. So your 88 is about 50, your 5 PokerStars would be 40, plus I've done a couple of larger ones. So 48, 50. So we're at 50-50. And all British I might have put in, well, over the last week it's been 40, but I don't think since Friday it's been 40. Let's just say 30. Even 20 is probably more realistic. But let's just say 30. So it's 130 in. And today and last night I've taken 86 from PokerStars, 55 from 88, and is it 40 or 30 from All British. So that's profit. So that's what I mean. But I didn't put all that original deposit in, the 100 and odd quid of deposits. I'd cashed out wins from original 50, knowing that I had that to play with, if you get me. So that's how I try and do it every month. I try and start off with 50. I try and grow the pot, if at all possible. Sometimes it's not possible to do it. One month it just went down. It happens. But since February, I've had almost continuous gameplay for my 50 quid gambling responsibly. Honestly. So there you go. It's not exactly a way to make money, but it's a good, fun, enjoyable form of entertainment where you can win money in. I think we'll wrap up that video here, because I'm not actually doing anything. I'm just talking. So please always gamble responsibly, keep it real and safe. Please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. I will be stepping up the content again. It's just I've been a bit tired out doing it, and I need some better equipment as well. So I'm writing lists, I'm making plans. I've got a few things to sort out today, and I want to get on with them. So off I go into the real world. Wish me luck. Peace, happy spinning, hopefully winning.